I am Daniel Lucas, and welcome to Book 101 Review. Book 101 is all about the books that I read for the last 40 years, and today I have a special guest. He is the author of several books and, of course, four-step method of losing weight, no other than Mr. Richard Trillion Mantey. Welcome to Book 101, Mr. Richard, and can you please introduce more about yourself?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, my name is Richard Trillion Mantey. I'm the author of my book, You Keep Struggling to Lose Weight Until You Try This Four-Step Method of Losing Weight.
Interesting indeed. So, what are the key principles behind the four-step method of losing weight?
Well, the principles in this book is basically imagination, affirmation, written method, and recording and listening.
How does this method differ from a traditional dieting approaches?
Okay, so basically, most people have been programmed unconsciously without them knowing that they've been programmed. Because I want to get into this. We have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And the conscious mind basically is your thinking mind. And your subconscious mind is your habitual mind. So basically, most people that want to lose weight, they consistently, every time they go to the gym and they try to work out and lose weight, every time they take the weight out, they gain the weight back again. Every time they lose the weight, they gain the weight back again. And this is the reason why I came out with this book, because I was struggling with the same situation before. I was overweight and I was struggling with my weight. And every time I go to the gym, I lose the weight and I gain it back again. And I was struggling with it. And I was reading a book called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And I became aware that I have unconsciously programmed my subconscious mind with a certain kind of weight goal that I wasn't aware of. So that subconscious mind is like an autopilot. So if you consistently see yourself as overweight, looking at yourself in the mirror or going to the gym, coming home and standing on the scale, as you keep on looking at your weight size that you're overweight, it programs your subconscious mind. And this subconscious mind is a million times powerful than your conscious mind. It influences 95% of your thinking. So it causes you to do things to sustain the program you have in there. So until you change this uh, program that you have within your subconscious mind, you keep struggling. And when you go to the gym, you gain the weight, but you're going to put the weight back again. So that's the difference, basically.
So, Mr. Richard, what is the first step in four-step method and why is it important?
Okay, basically, the first step is the imagination method. Okay, so one thing with the imagination, that every time you imagine yourself, your subconscious mind doesn't know what is real and what is imagined. Okay, so every time you imagine yourself, the subconscious mind literally take it as real. So it doesn't know the difference between what is real, what is imagined. So as you keep on doing that over and over, let's say you weigh 150 pounds, or maybe 180 pounds, and you want to cut it down to 120 pounds. So you have to start imagining yourself that you weigh 120 pounds. So as you're doing the imagination over and over in your mind, standing on the scale, seeing yourself that you weigh 120 pounds, your subconscious mind is going to take it as real, and it will cause you to do things to keep that weight.
Interesting indeed. And in the four-step method, focus for on diet, exercise, or combination of both.
Well, basically, the four-step method is basically talk about the mind. We talk about mind, but the whole goal of most people believe that weight loss is about exercise. It's true, it's about exercise. But the issue that is actually happening to people, the reason why they go to the gym and they gain the weight back again is because, like I said to you, they have a certain kind of program that, as time goes on, they've been happen to them as a result of them looking at themselves, their self in the mirror consistently, and they program the subconscious mind a certain kind of weight goal is causing them to actually gain the weight. But I need to really get into this and explain it good so people who are listening to us will understand. Well, I'm going to bring it back to the conscious mind and subconscious mind again. I'm going to answer your question to you, okay? So
Sure.
the conscious mind is your thinking mind. Your subconscious mind is your habitual mind. Okay. So
Yes.
the one thing with this book is that the whole goal of this book is reprogramming your subconscious mind to become to gain your weight goal, right? So what happened is that a lot of people who are struggling with their weight, they have a certain kind of weight goal that they unconsciously program the subconscious mind. That subconscious mind is a million times more powerful than the conscious mind. That is causing them to do things. Like, let me give an example. Like when you start, when you begin to learn how to drive a bicycle, okay,
Yes.
you didn't know how to drive a bike before. When you stand on the bike, when you sit on the bicycle, when you sit, you go on sideways. But as you keep on doing over and over and over, okay, it programs your subconscious mind. So it took the program. Okay. So when the subconscious mind took the program, you automatically know how to do the stuff. An example, like the first time you learn how to drive a car, when you sit inside the car, you didn't know uh, how
What
to
to do?
drive the car properly. You were nervous in the car. So as you're doing over and over and over, it programs your subconscious mind. When it programs it, when you know how to drive it because you repeat it over and over, okay, it becomes a part of you that when you sit in the car, you're not nervous no more. You can just drive the car and do so many things at one time, right? So one thing with this weight loss thing is that if you, let's say, if you're overweight and you go to the washroom, you know how much you weigh. You're looking yourself in the mirror. Let's say you weigh 200 pounds. As you see yourself in the mirror, it programs that subconscious mind. When it programs it, it will cause you to do things to sustain that weight. So until you change that program, okay, until you change that, you keep struggling to lose the weight. All right. So you might go to the gym. You're gonna work out. You might go to the gym, or maybe you have a diet. Okay, the diet will work for you to gain the weight, but because you program your subconscious mind with a certain kind of weight goal that you're not conscious aware of, it will cause you willingly to do things that will make you go back to where you were before. So you have to change the program from within. And when you change the program from within, now that the program is changed, it's going to assist you when you go to the gym or you are on a diet. When you lose the weight, it won't fight against you anymore. It's actually going to help you to gain the weight. You understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes, indeed, Mr.
Yeah.
Richard. So let's talk about the step-by-step breakdown of losing weight. What role does calorie management play in the first step of the method?
Well, I mean, this book here doesn't talk about calories. It's not about. It's all about mindset. It's not about if you go back and read the book, it doesn't talk about calories. It talks about what do you call it? Reprogram your subconscious mind to lose the weight. Basically, it's all about the conscious and subconscious mind. So, like I was saying to you before, uh, all the stuff that you're doing to lose the weight, it works. Like let's say going to the gym, it works. If you have any program that you're doing to lose the weight, maybe you're on diet, it will work for you. But when I come in, my thing coming in basically is that every time you gain the weight, you lose the weight, you gain the weight back again. And I'm explaining to the people why you keep on gaining the weight back again. So when you change that program, whatever you go to the gym or you do any program that will make you lose the weight, you will sustain the weight because you've changed the program from within yourself. So this book here is all about reprogramming your subconscious mind about a certain kind of weight goal that you're looking for. And once the program is done, it's going to assist you in your weight loss goal. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's not about you might have the question you asked me, right? You might do that to lose the weight, but you gain the weight back again. Like you see, the title of the book is that you keep struggling to lose the weight, lose weight until you try this 4-step method of losing weight, right? So it's all talk about, it's a mind thing, right? That's what this book talk about, the mind aspect. But
Reprogramming your mind, as you're talking about, Mr. Richard. So, what the strategies are recommended in the third step to maintain progress?
well, first I'll talk about imagination, and I also going to talk a little bit about the affirmation. We have imagination, we have affirmation, and also we have a recording and listening, and we have a written method. Okay, so with the imagination method, what a person has to do is that you already know how much you weigh already. You already know how much you weigh. Okay, so like I said before, if you're weighing like maybe 200 pounds and you want to weigh like 140 pounds, uh, because your subconscious mind doesn't know what is real and what is imagined, you have to imagine yourself that you weigh 140 pounds. As you keep on doing that over and over and over, and you program that subconscious mind through a repetition. So as you keep on doing it over and over and over and over, your subconscious mind will take it as you are 40 pounds, and it will cause you to do things that will make you sustain that a goal. And when you come to affirmation, you have to write an affirmation regarding how much you want to weigh. So you can say, I'm so happy, grateful, and thankful now that I weigh this much pounds. Okay, so, and I'm very grateful and thankful. So let's say if you weigh 200 pounds, you want to weigh 140 pounds, you can say, I'm so happy, grateful, and thankful now that I already weigh 140 pounds, and I'm very grateful and thankful. So as you keep on doing this affirmation over and over, this affirmation programs your subconscious mind. When it programs it, it will cause you to do things that will sustain the goal. So before you go to the gym, you lose the weight and you gain the weight back again. But if you change the program and reprogram yourself about the new weight goal, that program you have within you is going to help you to sustain your new goal. When you go to the gym, you will not struggle anymore. You're going to lose the weight, but you're going to maintain it because you change the program from within. Hopefully, you understand what I'm trying to say.
So, Mr. Richard, is there a recommended time frame for each step, or it does vary by individual?
Well, basically, for you to program your subconscious, it take like 21 days. But I would recommend people usually to do it for like maybe 30 days. And if you're desperate, I would say do it for 3 months because you really, if you're really struggling your weight, if you're overweight, it affects your health and so many other stuff, health issues. So if you really want to make a change, it take 21 days for you to program your subconscious mind. But I would say don't even do it 30 days, do it 3 months just to know that the thing is done. And when it's done, you could go to the gym and whatever you're doing to lose weight, you do it. And this time, the subconscious mind, instead of it to go against you to uh, gain the weight, is going to help you to sustain your weight because you change it from within.
So, Mr. Richard, did you discuss diet and nutrition to your book?
No, I don't discuss it because I don't talk about that in this book because the whole concept of the book, like I told you, is all about mind, the mindset. Because the traditional way of losing weight, basically going to the gym, diet, and all those stuff, right? But my thing in this book is that the main point of this book is that I'm I'm trying to teach people why every time they lose a weight, they gain the weight back again. It's a habitual, the habit they have within themselves, right? So if you see some people that will go to the gym, it's not like the gym you're going to is not working on. It works. Everything you're doing to lose the weight, it works for you. You might be doing you're on diet, it's working for you. But every time you lose the weight, you gain it back again. Every time you lose a weight, you gain it back again. So that's what I come in and try to tell you that the reason why you're struggling with your weight because you've programmed your subconscious with a certain kind of weight goal that you are not consciously aware of. So until you change that program, it will the subconscious will keep causing you to go back to your old self. Okay. And the subconscious mind is a million times more powerful than your conscious mind. It's just like a person that every year they makes up their mind that, oh, this year is my new resolution. You make plans, but the plans never come true. Something always comes whereby it takes you off from the plan, right? So the same way with the weight goal. You might plan to want to lose a weight, you lose a weight, but you see in a couple of months or weeks, all of a sudden you gain the weight back again. Because that habit that you have within yourself is what is causing you to go back again to gain the weight back again. So when you change the program within yourself, the subconscious mind is like it controls 95% of your thinking. 95% of your thinking. So it's so powerful that like the thought that you think is caused by the subconscious mind. So so until you change those new weight goal within yourself, you go back to your old weight goal. So this is what the whole book is about:
So,
changing your
Mr. Richard,
yeah.
what would be your advice for those people out there that they want to lose their weight?
Okay, my advice is that I just want to tell them that it's not like all the stuff they're doing to lose the weight is not working. They can see themselves that they will go to the gym. They might take some diet, or maybe some people even take medication. Okay, they will lose the weight, or they will gain back the weight. My point here is that the reason why they gain the weight back again is that they have to go back and use my four principles that I'll have over in my book here to reprogram the subconscious mind again with a new weight goal they're looking for. So, like I said, if you're weighing 200 pounds, you want to weigh 140 pounds. You have to keep on imagining yourself that you weigh 140 pounds, and ask your subconscious mind take the program and become a habit within yourself. When you go to the gym and you lose the weight, this time your subconscious mind, instead of to go back fight against you to gain the weight, it will help you to sustain your weight because you've changed it from within yourself.
What types of exercise complement the four-step method?
For exercise, yes, you do the regular exercise that you do to uh, lose the weight. Basically, you go to your gym, whatever you're doing to gain the weight, you do it. Okay, that's what you do. You do whatever you're doing to lose the weight. You do it. But my program here in this book here basically is to change the program within yourself. I don't talk about any particular fruit that you have to eat, like berries or strawberries or anything like that. My whole point in this book here is that I have discovered, because I was struggling myself. Okay, I was struggling. I was overweight. I was weighing 24 pounds. Okay, so I use the same principles that I have in this book here. Once I change the program with myself, I drop my weight from 234 pounds all the way to 163 pounds. Bring all the way to that pound. So basically, I was struggling. I'll go to the gym, I'll lose the weight, but I'll gain the back of the weight in a couple of weeks. I even hire a personal trainer to train me. Okay, and I'll lose the weight and I'll gain the weight back again. I want to take medication. I lose the weight and I gain the weight back again. So I realized that this is not the gym I'm eating, I'm going to, or some food that I'm eating. All of those stuff, I lose the weight, but I gain it back. So I realized it was a habit thing that I have within myself. So once I change the program I have within myself, my subconscious mind, when I went back to the gym and I started eating healthy, I didn't struggle in it anymore. This time, when I lose a weight, I sustain my weight because I've changed the program from within myself. Hopefully, you understand what I'm trying to say.
So, how important is consistency in following the four-step approach?
Well, basically, with this four step, I say you program your subconscious mind through consistency. You have to be, let's say, if you write affirmation regarding losing weight, you write an affirmation. You have to, when you get up in the morning, you have to repeat the affirmation over and over and over for like maybe 5 minutes. And before you go to bed, to do it over and over for 5 minutes. So let's say if you write an affirmation, you're weighing 200 pounds and you try to weigh 140 pounds. So you can write some affirmation like, I'm so happy, grateful, and thankful now that I already weigh 140 pounds, and I'm very grateful and thankful. So this kind of affirmation, you have to repeat this affirmation over and over for 5 minutes in the morning when you get up in the morning. And before you go to bed, you have to repeat this affirmation over and over for 5 minutes before you go to sleep. So you do this over there for 21 days. When you do it for 21 days and you don't feel like it really take an effect on you, you can go for 1 month or 3 months because you really want to change the program you have within yourself. So as you do it over and over, the subconscious mind, you can program it through repetition. So you got to do it this long period of time. And once that is done and it's changed within yourself, this time when you go to the gym or whatever you're doing to lose weight, when you lose the weight, you will not struggle anymore. you actually sustain your weight, because the subconscious mind is going to help you to sustain the weight because you change it from within yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
So,
So this thing
Mr.
over the
Richard,
imagination. Yeah.
yes, so Mr. Richard, what will be your short-term and long-term goals in writing?
Oh, pardon me. Say the question again.
What will be your short-term and long-term goals in writing?
What, in the writing or in the weight loss?
In everything, as an author, what will be your short-term and long-term goals?
What I mean, like my whole goal as an author is to change people's life, right? So it's like a lifestyle for me. Okay, so the reason why I get into writing is because this book was written as a result of what I've experienced in my life. Like I told you before that I was struggling my weight, and uh, I couldn't breathe when I go to bed at night. One day I was walking on the park and a guy approached me. He looked me in the eye and said to me that I am fat. So once that happened to me, it became like a wake up call. So I I began to seek. Uh, I began my journey of losing weight. So this book was written as a result of my own personal experience. But once I use this principle in this book here to change my life, I didn't want to keep this information to myself, because what is the point of having information like that if you can't share it to the world? So the reason why I even embarked on this writing journey was to change other people's life, to inspire people to become better, because being overweight is not healthy. You have so much. You can have a heart attack, high blood pressure as a result of being overweight. So I make it my journey to inspire people to become what you call the better, to become good, right? So that's the reason why I get into writing the book, because I wrote the book to inspire people to become good. You know.
Definitely. So, Mr. Richard, before we wrap up our discussion for tonight, I'm inviting you to please do listen to my other podcast, Law 101, and it's the fifth, no, it's first season, people, first season with my co-host Andy Samachuk, one of the immigration law in downtown Toronto. Please do listen to our latest episode. We talk about the global visa, Mr. Donald Trump. So, Mr. Richard, how can someone maintain the weight loss results after completing all 4 steps?
Well, basically, after you complete all the 4 steps, what is going to happen to you is that instead of your subconscious mind fighting against you, the reason why you were struggling because of your weight goal that you have before, maybe you unconsciously program your subconscious mind with a certain kind of weight goal that you're not consciously aware about. Okay, so your subconscious mind, which is more powerful than your conscious mind, which influence 95% of your thoughts, and also it works like an autopilot. It control your outcome. Basically, you use a 4-step method to change the program within yourself. Okay, once the program is done, when you go to the gym this time, or whatever you're doing to lose the weight, is going to assist you and help you to maintain your new weight goal. Okay, so whatever weight goal you have, it doesn't matter how much you want to weigh. What you're weighing right now, you have to imagine yourself, seeing yourself weighing, looking at your new weight goal. I want you to imagine yourself hearing people saying, "Wow, you look amazing, you look fantastic." I mean, imagine yourself fitting in your pants that you never used to fit before. Imagine yourself seeing yourself in the mirror, looking like the way you want to look. So if you do this consistently, you change the program, I guarantee you that you want to have it. You don't have to struggle anymore. When you go to the gym now, you're going to lose the weight and you're going to keep the weight. So the whole thing is about losing the weight and keeping the weight, not losing the weight and gaining the weight back again. What this book about. So if you use all this 4-step method, it's going to help you to maintain your weight instead of losing the weight and gaining the weight back again.
Mr. Richard Mantey, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge to the world. So, can you please invite our listeners to support all your books? Mr. Richard,
Hello?
can you please invite our listeners?
Well, I mean, I would like to tell you that this is an opportunity for you to change your life forever regarding weight loss. So take what do you call it? the book is not that much, man. Basically, being overweight is an issue. Okay, I was having the same situation before. Nobody want to be overweight. You get laughed at, people make fun of you, and it's not healthy to stay. And when you lose your weight, you feel better, you feel fantastic, you feel good about yourself. You have so much energy. So I will say you should go pick up one of these books here, and it will help you to change your life to stay healthy.
Yes, people, let's support Mr. Richard Mantey, because if you support him, more empowering books like this to come. So, Mr. Richard, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Daniel.
More to come, people. See you soon.